A linear function is given. A, find the average rate of change of the function between x equals a and x equals a plus h. So we have x equals a. There's my first point. And x equals a plus h. Now we know that the average of this function is going to be the g of my second point minus the g of my first point all over x2 minus x1. So in this case, we're going to get g of my second point, which is going to be this one right here. So a plus h minus my first point, which is going to be this guy right here. So that's going to be g of a. Now all over x2. Once again, x2 is this one right here. So x2, which is a plus h, and then minus this one right here, which is going to be minus a. Now if I plug g of a plus h into my functions, so let's do that in a different color. So g of a plus h is going to be the same thing as negative 4 times x, which is now a plus h, plus 2. Which ends up being negative 4a minus 4h plus 2, and that's what we got there. So I can replace this right here with negative 4a minus 4h plus 2. And then this is going to be minus g of a, which that means that's going to be a plugged into here. So that's just going to be negative 4a plus 2. Now, if you notice, I put parentheses here because it's minus this whole entire thing with a put into there. Then we're going to divide that by a plus h minus a. And if you notice, this a reduces with this a. So that gives me just h on the bottom. Now let's distribute in this negative right here. So I end up getting negative 4a minus 4h plus 2 plus 4a minus 2 all over h. And if you notice right here, negative 4a plus 4a reduces to become 0. 2 minus 2 reduces to become 0. And we end up getting negative 4h over h, which ends up being negative 4. So that is my average rate of change right there for x goes from a to a plus h. Now the second part of that says, show that the average rate of change is the same as the slope of the line. Well, if you notice, the average rate of change here is negative 4, and the slope of this line is right here. And if you notice, this negative 4 is the same as this negative 4. So it worked.